everyone, welcome back. Today is a very exciting video. Today I'm doing a full face of makeup using my favorite 10 products under $10. So if you're interested in finding out how you can get a beautiful face of makeup with only under $10 products, keep on watching. All right, so let's get started. So my favorite makeup removing wipes come from the drugstore. They're the Neutrogena Makeup Remover Cleansing Towelettes. They're fragrance free. I always use these to just remove any leftover makeup that I have on my face from the night before. I mentioned this in a hygiene video I did last week to always try and remove makeup at night, but don't forget to just double check and make sure you removed everything the next day. I'm showing you guys this because even though I removed my makeup last night, I'm almost positive I'm gonna find that I still had leftover makeup off this morning. So as you can see, there's still makeup even though I removed it yesterday. So that's always a great tip. All right, and I love those towelettes because they never tend to hurt my eyes, and some of the other makeup removers I found, if you get them close to your eyes to get rid of your mascara or eyeshadow, they will kind of hurt your eyes. So next I'm gonna use my beauty sponge. This is a Wet n Wild beauty sponge or beauty blender. Now this Wet n Wild one, it's less than $4 at the drugstore. It's not the best one, I would say, but if you are curious about using makeup sponges and you want to just give them a try, this is a great one to use to make sure that you actually like using them before you invest in like a $20 blender, even though a $20 blender will give you better results. So I'm going to go in first with my Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in the shade 15 Light. And I'm just gonna, give myself a little pick-me-up. If you've been following along for a while, you'll know I'm not a big foundation girl. However, I have listed all of the favorite products from the drugstore in the description box, not just the 10 I'm gonna be featuring today. I list foundations, extra blushes, extra eyeshadows, the works. So if you're curious about all of my favorites, then go ahead and give that one a go in the description box. Now for this beauty blender, I wet the beauty blender in the sink beforehand for the best application. If you wet your beauty blender beforehand, you'll find that you get a much more natural skin-like finish than if you do it just plain dry. Because if you have it damper, the product will spread around more and the sponge won't soak it up as much because it's already full of moisture from the water you put on it. And a lot of times you can put on less concealer if you're using a wet sponge because it really spreads out the concealer nicely on the skin, and a little product goes a long way. So see, that just gave me a really nice, healthy glow all over. And it looks very skin-like. It's not cakey, it's not, it's not drying. It's just very natural skin-like finish. Let's add just a little more coverage under the eyes. I always want more coverage under my eyes. And for the eye area, I always use the pointed part of the blender. If you're going over for more coverage on the fuller part of your face, you can use the blunt, larger end. And with the blender, you just use tapping motions, not swiping. Just dot, 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 all over the face. Okay, now that looks really nice. And remember, this concealer, I've looked at how much this is. The Fit Me Concealer it's $6.50, and it's a great concealer, an excellent concealer. I've used it a very long time and I've loved it. Okay, so next is for contour and bronzer. I kind of do 2 in 1. So this is my Wet n Wild contour palette. I only use the bronzer portion of it, and this is only $4, and I think it's the best $4 you can spend at the drugstore in my personal opinion. So for bronzer, I'm just gonna pick up a little bit and tap the excess off, and then start at the temples and bring it down. The trash can is right outside our apartment. I don't know if it's picking up the sound of the garbage truck picking up our trash can. Just a little, you know, fun background real life noise. And again, remember our jaw trick, always bring any bronzer down your jaw and your neckline. And if you want to accentuate your jaw, just bring the bronzer along your jawline as well. This is great for mature skin and mature necks to define the jaw. Bring your bronzer along the jawline. And that just helps give a really sharp, defined look underneath and hides any excess skin that you've got going on under here. It's a very easy trick, but it's very effective. Okay, so I'm thinking I'm gonna do a peachy look today. So I'm gonna use my Burt's Bees blush. This is in the shade Bare Peach. And on the same one that I used my bronzer, I'm just gonna kind of dust off the excess bronzer, and then I'm gonna pick up that peach shade, dust off the excess, and then I'm just gonna add that beautiful peach flush to my cheeks. Oh, I haven't been a big peach person in the past, but I really like this blush, and I'm trying to be a little more experimental on this channel and show you guys more than just my usual makeup and really branch out. It's been pretty fun. Okay, so let's work on the eyes. Now, because I want to do a peachy look, I don't actually own a lot of eyeshadows from the drugstore. If you've been following along, you'll know that I actually buy most of my eyeshadow high-end, except for cream eyeshadows. I do buy cream eyeshadows at the drugstore. So I'm going to show you guys a mix of powder and cream. So I'm actually going to dip back into my blush, and this blush is good. It does have a lot of fallout. It's not very finely milled. It's a little. So here I'm just doing a dusting of this peach color all over the lid, bringing it slightly above the crease and blending it out. It's a subtle color. And I'm also going to take under my eyes the same peach tone and bring that kind of out and away from my eye. I was looking at a lot of Pinterest inspo for makeup, and a lot of girls seem to be pulling the makeup under their eyes recently more and out and away. So we're just gonna give it a try. I mean, we can always remove it if you try something you don't like or you feel like you've gone a little too far. Eyeshadow is not really a strong point for me. It's not something that I feel very confident in, so I always just remind myself, hey, if it doesn't look exactly how I want it to, I can always just start over, remove it, and start over. I also kind of stick to my comfort zone of just one or two eyeshadow colors. I'm not really a person that does big eyeshadow moments where I have like a lot of different colors and I'm blending a lot of different things. That's just a little too high speed for me. Okay, so that looks pretty and it's subtle. It's a subtle peach moment. Now we'll go in with the cream eyeshadow that I have. This is the Maybelline Color Tattoo in the shade Front Runner. I love these cream eyeshadows. I think they are the best eyeshadow you can find at the drugstore. So I'm going to take a little bit of that on my pinky finger, and I'm going to highlight the inner corner of my eye with that and just brighten that area. I use my pinky finger so that I don't bring the color too far down my eye, like the inner part of my eye, and we'll just do that again on the other side. Highlighting the inner corner of your eye is a great way to brighten and just kind of look more awake, brighten that space. Okay, that looks nice. Now I'm gonna go back in with the peach shade one more time and just kind of blend in that highlighted shade we just added into the regular peach tone. Give it a little more seamless look. That's great, good enough. For me, that's kind of my mantra for eyeshadow, good enough. Okay, so let's do eyeliner now. So this is my favorite eyeliner from the drugstore, aside from my L'Oreal Flash Cat Eye, but I show that all the time. So I'm gonna show you guys my liquid black eyeliner from Flower Beauty. This one is in the shade Onyx Ink. Now this one it's kind of a pen, but it's really more of a brush, and it's a little harder to apply. And I always do my like half of the eye winged look, but I think this time I'm gonna do a full eye just to kind of switch it up. So I'm gonna start at the inside and very lightly bring it along. My eye. And then at the end, actually, let's clean this up a little bit. And then at the end, we'll just do the tiniest little wing. So that's, you know, this one's a little more hard to work with, but it's a beautiful black and it dries really quickly. So you're not gonna, this will not budge on you. This is like here to stay all day. Yeah, if you're looking for a black liquid liner that's not gonna go anywhere, it's gonna play really nicely, this is the one. All right, pretty good. Okay. Now, I think I want a little more peach on the bottom, maybe. I do this all the time. I like do my makeup and then I'm like, I want a little more of this or a little more of that, you know? So I'm just filling in my brows with my L'Oreal Flash Cat Eye. I use this as a brow as well as an eyeliner. I think the color matches my brows pretty well, and it makes for really easy hair-like strokes. And because it's a pen type, it's very easy to just draw things right on, no stress. Okay, so there's brows. Let's do mascara. So my L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise in black brown has been my favorite from the drugstore. I don't use any other one. This one just ticks all the boxes for me. It just gives me very voluminous, very separated, not clumpy lashes that stay all day, and I don't find that the mascara flakes off or rubs off onto my cheeks. It's just good all around. It does everything I want it to do. And for under $10, that's a great mascara to me. This one's like right at your $10 mark. I think it's like $9.97. Okay, and then we're gonna just give the bottom lashes a little something, something. All right. Now, I'm just gonna look over my face. I like this peachy look. I think it's really pretty. I think I'm gonna just get a tiny bit more concealer right here. Things have kind of darkened up a little bit. I always go back over and look through my, my makeup during the process and just make sure that everything is the way that I want it to look. Just because you put it down once doesn't mean you can't go back and review and top up and make things more vibrant or whatever. That's nicer. Okay. And then let's just add, I think a little more bronzer maybe. Just to kind of define the cheeks a little bit more. There we go. Okay. Good. That is nice. Okay. And now for lips, we're gonna do the Maybelline Lifter Gloss in the shade Topaz. I'm not exactly sure why they call this shade Topaz because it doesn't look topaz to me, but for gloss, I really like this one. It's not medicated, so it's not gonna make your lips tingle. It's got just enough shimmer, not too much, and just enough color to add to your lips to give them a little something extra. Okay, so just gonna clean up my edges. Pretty good. Okay, so this is my everyday makeup look using only products under $10. It's a peachy look. It's very nice for summer. I did a lot of research for this video. I really value the drugstore and I want people to know all the great products that are there at their fingertips for a great price. So in my description box below in this video, I've actually put down all of my favorite products from the drugstore, and those are priced for the best price between Walmart and Target, because I figure no matter where you are in the US, you probably have a Walmart or a Target available. And I also did a little research to let you know whether those makeup products are clean, cruelty-free, or vegan. I don't know about you guys, but I'm trying to be a little more conscious about the makeup I put on my face and the kind of companies that I am supporting by buying their products. I especially want the makeup to be cruelty-free. That means that none of the makeup was tested on animals. And in my description box, I've given a definition for what it means for something to be clean, cruelty-free, and vegan, of course. So go ahead and check those out. I've got the best price for you. There's several different blushes, several different eyeshadows, different, just everything in between lip products. So give that a look. All right, well, that is everything. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you guys' support. And tune in for my next video. It's going to be a special video since it's my 10th video. So you guys have a great rest of your day. Bye.